Next, from effects, after adjustments, there are art strokes. So these are all effects from the CorelDRAW, right? Let us check what are art strokes. For that we want one image. So import this, Control I, get any image. I'll get this image, import, and click here. Come to effects, art strokes and charcoal. Now it is converting into a charcoal effect. See, side there are properties are there. It is convert into charcoal, right? You can increase the size and edge also. So depends on that adjustments that will give the result. Okay, so uncheck this one. I don't want right now. And again from effects, art stroke, crayon. So contact crayon. So this is kind of the crayon effect, right? So here your colors. So which color you want, you can choose. Okay. It is into this the brownish color. You can convert this into this color. If you don't want that, uncheck that one. Whichever you want, you can use that. Otherwise, you can choose the color from the eyedropper. And this pressure, you can increase and decrease the pressure. That will add here, right? So right now, I don't want this one. Okay. And suppose here the arrow mark is there into reset and even uncheck. And from effects again, so crayons, these are the crayons effects, right? So you can increase the size, the crayon size, and outline also you can increase and decrease. And I don't want this. And again from effects, there is a cubist. See, this is the cubist, and size you can increase and decrease. The brightness also you can increase and decrease. Okay, I don't want this. And from effects again, the dabble effect. So in this dabble effect, the style it is showing in default sprayed stroke. Okay, and increase the size. So cotton ball, change these options, ice cube, and decrease the size. And you can randomize also. This is a sponge effect, and you can randomize. Okay, let us uncheck this one. Effects, art strokes. This is impressionist. Strokes and dabs. The dab size. So these are the effects, right? So uncheck this one. And here palette knife, can use the palette knife. Suppose the painters, artists, professional painters, they use the knife painting, right? So knife painting effect. So blade size, you can increase and decrease that blade size, and edge, the soft edge. Okay, and the angle, you can change this angle. So this is nice, right? And uncheck this one. And this is pastels. There is a pastel effect, and soft and oil pastels. See, there are some options are there. Again, you can see those options. Okay, and from effects again, so this is pen and ink. Yeah, this is interesting. So this is a cross hatch and the stippling. This is the stippling effect. So looking nice, and you can experiment the density, ink pools, and soft, and this is oil. Okay, these are the pastels, so you can combine them all, otherwise you can uncheck. So only you will get this pen and ink only, right? So uncheck this one, and from effects again, come to a point lace. So now it is point lace, and that points you can increase and decrease this size. This is a stippling effect, and this is the cross hatch, and increase the decrease also. Go uncheck this one. Okay, I'll add one more image, import, and I'll take another image. Yeah, I'll take this image. Come to effects again. This is scraper board. So this is the scraper board, and it's showing nice effect, right? So here we have options, so scrape to color and scrape to white, and density also you can increase and decrease. This is nice actually, right? Interesting. And uncheck this one, effects, and again come to sketch pad. So this is the sketch pad. It is showing in graphite and color. Okay, so these are. Okay, and this outline, you can check this outline. So uncheck this one. Again from effects. And this is a sketch pad. It is a sketch pad and color, and it is a graphite. Just now we used this one, right? So no need to use again. So uncheck and effects, and it's a watercolor. So nice watercolor effect, right? Looking nice. The brush size, you can use the brush size and the strokes, and the granulation. Granulation is what? The shapes, the dots like granules, the detailing, and this water amount. So that liquidity, it is adding the water amount, it is to showing, and the bleed area, the bleedness. So bleed area, and the brightness also you can increase and decrease. And let us uncheck this one, and you can delete and then import another pic. And I'll go with this pic. So from effects again, art strokes, it's a water marker. It's a water marker showing in default, and divide, you can divide this and the random, right? And the values are there. And again from effects, and here wave paper. See the wave paper, the black and white, color to black and white, the brush pressure, the water marker order in the default. This is a water marker, the previous one, and this is the right now options. Okay, and delete this one and import on more image and import here. Okay, this is the option. Okay, first let us check the bitmap effects presets, because here the color is very low, light. So I'll increase the highlights, increasing the highlights. I'll increase in the midtones. Okay, and increase the cyan and of course the magenta also, and this the blue also. Okay, okay, right. This is. Now come to effects. You have to select this one. So these are all over. Now the blurriness, to blur your objects. See here all these options. Okay, so from Illustrator these are not available generally. So we have to take the support from the Photoshop. But here inside CorelDRAW the options are there without going anywhere, right? So blur, this is a tune blur. The blurriness is adding here, the soften, the step, and this the brightness. Here it is a lights. Already we used this one, right? Uncheck this one and delete this one. Import. Yes. Effects again, blur and directional smooth. So here we are using a directional smooth, the percentage. So without and with, suppose you can see now, though here the little bit of difference is showing, right? Yes. Now come to effects and blur, and this is the feather. See now the feather is added here. Now increase this featherness. This is nice, interesting, right? This is the curved and this is a linear way. Linear, right? And this is Gaussian blur. This is right. And this smoothness also you can increase and decrease, right? So you can uncheck this one, and from effects, Gaussian blur. So Gaussian blur is applying overall the image. See now it is blurring. Okay, and this is the previous one, the featherness, right? So uncheck this one, and here it is the jaggy dispackle. Okay, it is jazzy dispackle. So this is, see both are combined because the lock is there. Okay, so you can uncheck this one. So these are. So next, low pass. Okay, low pass, the low pass, the percentage and the radiusness. See, the radius it is covering. This is the percentage. This is nice. Okay, uncheck this. Effects. And here it is motion blur. So in the motion blur, you can use the distance. Now see, is a motion blur effect. You can change the direction also if you want. Here off image sampling, we ignore pixels outside image and sample nearest edge pixel. So some options are there, right? So you can uncheck this one. I don't want anything. And from effects, blur again, the radial blur. See the radialness. There it is. Suppose this is my focus distance. You can increase and decrease. And this is the value. So we experiment all these things, right? Yes. And uncheck this one. And I use another image. This is. And come to effects again. The smart blur. So these are the smart blur. So you can without and with. See the smartness. So this is nice, right? See the texture on face, it is visible. After adding that, it is adding that a smart blur. Okay, uncheck this one. Then delete this one. And now yes, now you can use effects again, the blur, the smooth blur. The smoothness is added, the percentage also. You can now see with and without, right? You can uncheck this and delete this one and import that. You can add this pic. Okay, I'll add this pic. Yeah, this is, no, I think this is in the different format. So I'll try to use that another pic. Yes. Now come to effects. Soften. The soften is added and add the percentage. Okay. So see, this is the original and this is the added one, right? Uncheck this one and again blur and the zoom, the zoomness, right? It is zooming on that area, and here that the percentage is the previous one actually. We are adding the zoomness. Right, uncheck this one. Yeah, these are all. Import again. I'll import this pic. Effects. Now, after blur, there is a camera. Colorize. So, camera is colorizing. The hue increasing and the saturation also increasing here. Now see, the beautifully they're changing into different colors, right? So depends on the improvement of the saturation and this hue. Okay, so uncheck this one, come to effects and diffuse, the level of diffusion. So here we see this one without with, and the diffusion effect is adding, right? And from effects again, photo filter. See, there are photo filter is there. So this is color, you can change whatever the color you want, you can choose this. And the density, add more, preserve luminosity means the whiteness, and here the level of the diffuseness, that means this is a previous one, right? So you can uncheck this one, I don't want, and from effects again, photo filter. So there are photo filters are there, and they increase the density. Okay, yes, you can change the color also. Effects and lens flare, wonderful this is, right? So you can add on any dark background, it give more impact. See, it is changing this aspect ratio, it is in general. Okay, and here we have rays, and this is what flares. At rays, anamorphic light, brightness, rotation here, see the rays rotation. In the rays, you can change this color to any color. Suppose this is this color. Okay, and these are all the presets are there. So yellow sunrise, star explosion, so beautiful this is, right? Feel this here. Okay, and here you can change all these things. Viewpoint reflection star, overexposed light. So these are, you can choose this to do default. Okay, next uncheck this one, effects, select first auto, and this is lighting effects. There are, see, wonderful lighting effect is there. You can move this to that particular area. This is nice, interesting, right? Here you can add the lightings here. So we're adding more. If you want, you can keep over on that. Okay, or otherwise delete that one. Okay, and increase and decrease the size, and I can move manually also. Enable light source. So light source is enabled. Spotlight and a directional light. So direct light. Right, and I'm using spotlight again. The brightness you can increase and decrease, and here we have the cone size. The cone size you can increase and decrease, and here is edge. Yeah, the sharpness, the aspect ratio. This is lens flare, the previous one, right? So you can uncheck this one, and here effects again. The sepia toning, the sepia color, right? This is like just like a brown. Okay, you can delete this one. Yes. Spot filter. See the filter. Sharpen the sharpen radius. This is feathering. The featherness. This is a light fall off. And last user, this is the last user preset here. So this is right. You can uncheck this one. This is a time machine. See, these are nice effects. Intensity. Nice intensity. This edges, if you don't want, uncheck this one. Yeah, the time machine is over, right? Now come to color transform. Delete this one. From effects, color transform, bit planes. So bit planes. So here in bit planes, see it is dividing into the planes, right? And here it is in green. This is blue. Apply all the planes. Okay, just uncheck this one. And delete this one and right click and import. Yeah, there is a different file format. I'll take this one. Effects, color transform, and half tone effect. See, this is nice, right? The cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. This is half tone effect. Okay, and here you can increase the cyan, or otherwise come back to cyan to normal, and increase the magenta and yellow, and this is a black. Max dot radius. So is that right? Uncheck this one. So this is side click. So what is this? Side click. The level you can increase and decrease. This is kind of effect. Sometimes we use all these things. And this is a solarize. This is a solarization and the level. Okay. Effects again. Yeah, these are all. Next, come to contour. Edge detector. So it is detecting the edge. This is on white. Come with the black and other color. You can choose the color, whatever the color you want. You can choose that color. And sensitivity. Okay. Uncheck this one. And from effects, yeah, this is so up to here the solarize effect we use it, right? So these are the next wave. contours. So contours already we added this edge detect and all. Now find edges. So this is also already we used, right? Trace contour, the tracing contour, just leave it. Local equalization. See here all the effects. Maybe sometimes we use all these things, right? Import one more pic. I'll use this one. From effects. Next, correction. So dust and scratch. You can zoom this one. Now see the radius of the dust and scratch. Suppose here uncheck this one, you'll understand. See the dust and scratch is adding, right? And the threshold value, if you increase that threshold value, so then it is giving the nice effect, right? From effects again, tune sharpen. So here we have tune sharpen. It's a unsharp. Here it is unsharp mask, and here adaptive unsharp. Let's find the changes, and here it is sharpen, and here it is directional sharpen, and you can increase and decrease these values. The background, okay, so uncheck this one, and now see these are added. From effects again, creative, art style, right? So here we have art style. So let us check art style. There is a style, art style. You see, this is a nice art style. Smooth acrylic style this is, and grainy. So it is a grainy style. You can use whatever. This is a graphite or pink. So is a graphite style. You can choose whatever it is. And wood blocks, warm texture, wood cut, warm texture I'm using. Right? It's kind of textures. And the intensity also there. You can decrease and increase that intensity. And uncheck this one. And from effects again, and this is crystallize. So crystallization, that intensity, here we have more intensity, so you can decrease the intensity and size also. Yes, can uncheck that one. And from effects again, fabric style. So fabric effect, the style is quilt. It's a needle point. It's a rug, hooking, strings. You can add the strings more. Ribbons, ribbon kind of things. Tissue collage it is. Okay, uncheck this one. So delete this one. Import. Let us open this one. From effects again, and this is a frame. This is nice, wonderful. This look like a mask. Nice effect here we have. And even you can change the color. Here we have the beautiful, the colors are there, so you can change that color. Okay, yes, now you can see this one. It's beautiful, right? This is nice. So here we have some options are there, and I think this is nice, fantastic it is, right? You can increase this one. It is open here, right? And this is the opacity. You can add 100%, then only this will visible. And the blurriness, you can add the blurriness of the mask. And here you have a normal, so you can add or multiply, so that will multiply the remaining portion. But the normal is looking good. The flip, so you can flip this, okay, and you can align this, recenter. So these are all options, right? Uncheck this one. Again from effects, it's a glass block. Nice, this is the block width. Uncheck. It's a mosaic. This is mosaic. Sizes, you can increase and decrease the mosaic size, and you can add the color also. Nice. And uncheck this one. See, these are all why I am showing all these without skipping all the options and all the effects. Sometimes what will happen, we don't know the effects, where are the effects and which effects will give the proper effect in real time. So that we have to use all effects one by one. Then we will understand, okay, this effect is coming from the this option, or otherwise from contour or correction from creative, right? So this is the reason I am using all the options. This is the scatterness, this scatteringness. So increase this scatterness. This is beautiful, and this is a vertical scatterness. So these are right. Uncheck this one and effect, and here smoked glass. This is smoked glass. So you can use this one. Yes, uncheck. From effects, and here stained glass. Yeah, this is a stained glass. The size and that the light intensity you can use, and decrease this and increase this, that sizes. Uncheck this. vignette. So it is what covering the four sides. The value, offset value this much. This fadeness can increase and decrease. You can check other options. There is a circle and a rectangle. There is a square. Yes, these are. And even you can check the color also. Yes, but on white it is looking good. From effect again, vertex. Yeah, this is a vertex, and the size you can increase. This is nice. The style is brushed, and this is layered, and this is thick, and this is thin. Now see, that is changing. So we can uncheck this offset. Yeah, these are over, right? So next, let us check the custom. For the custom, I'm using the band pass. So this is the band pass, and the frequency and the bandwidth you can check. So what? It's a bump map. It is a bump map. That's why this is nice. Actually, applying the bump map. It's a bump map, and this surface, and is a lighting. You can add the lighting, the brightness. Very interesting, right? So color, you can change this to any other color, reddish. And declination, the declination sizes can increase and decrease. The brightness also can decrease and increase, right? So uncheck this one. Again from effects, user defined. See, the user definers. You can define the value here, whatever the value you want. Suppose I am giving the 4, the value here, right? So it is adding this one. This in one box you can give some values, so that will change as per your inputs. And this the divisor is, can use more or less, and offset value also you can use. Okay, auto compute divisor, reserve colors. Okay, and these are the options. You can uncheck this one. From effects again, yes. Next, let us check the distortion. Okay, at distortion, the blocks are there. Now see, these are the blocks. The block width, you can change this one. The block height also you can change. The offset value you can change, and you can change the color also. Here you can. The original image. So this is in the original image. On the original image it is happening, and inverse image, and this is in black, and this is in white, and this is an other. So other means this is, otherwise you have to choose that color of this one. From effects again, distortion, and again displace. Okay, the displacement, see, this is tile and stretch to fit. It is stretch it to fit, but it is not looking good. So I'm using the tile. And the scale also you can increase and decrease, and the vertical also. In this some options are there, you can use these. Repeat edges, okay. These are all repeat edges, and the block width also you can use this, right? So uncheck all, I don't want all this. Come to effects again, from distortion and mesh wrap. Yes, so here we have the wrapness. Okay, grid size is of 4, and increase this grid size. Now it is adding 5. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. The presets are in default, right? And these are. Now you can change this. Now see, it is a wrapping. But if you want to change this into a bit cartoonic look, you can change this. Sometimes we use all these things to get different the cartoonic, the caricature effects. So right, uncheck this one, and again from effects, distortion, and this is offset value. So this is the offset value. So you can increase and decrease this, and suppose it is in vertical, uncheck this one. Pixelate. Now it is pixelated. So width, this is nice, right? It's wonderful. Uncheck. And this is a ripple. Yeah, it's a rippleness. See, amplified. Don't give more amplified. It is giving that ugly look. Speed and quality. Yeah, uncheck this, and from effects again, distortion, sheerness. See, this is a sheerness. Sheerness is what? The image, it is stretching as per your directions. The straight, and this is the straight, and this is the free hand. You can move this. See, this is the free hand. This is a gamma. So it is from light to dark, from down to up, it is giving, right? So uncheck this one, and from effects again, the distortion, swirliness. The swirlingness is as per the mesh direction. You can choose this. There is a point here. Okay, suppose you show this finger here, center point picker. So click in the image window to possible the effect center a point. Suppose this is the center point. You can drag this counterclockwise and clockwise, and the speed and quantity also you can use as per your requirement. And from effects, distortion, and tiles. This is nice, right? Interesting. Horizontal tiles. So these are a tile. Increase the tiles, number of tiles, or otherwise decrease this. The vertical also you can increase and decrease, and this overlaps. you can change overlap, how much you want to overlap, or otherwise you can decrease this. Okay, nice. Done. And from effects again, and this is a wet paint effect. Yes, this is a painting effect. So wetness, you can change that wetness, and the percentage also you can change the vertical tiles. And this is the previous one. Uncheck this one. This is right. Uncheck this also. And from effects again, distortion, the real flow. So this is kind of effect again. This spacing, the smear length, and the twisting also, how much you want to twist. And this is a brush strokes, and again here we have some options are there. Crystallize, the rings, so this is nice, right? So these are all the other options from the distortion and a real pole. Next, wind. The last one is wind. The windness, suppose this strength, give the windness strength. You can change the angle also. This is the windness. This is nice. Uncheck this one. And I'll add one more. Import. This is. Now come to effects again. Distortion are over, and now the noise, the noisiness, right? The tune noise. Here, the more spike here. This is a more Gaussian. This is a more uniform. And these are okay. So these are all the different style of the noisiness, tune noise. You can change the level. Suppose change the level, the density also you can change, and you can uncheck and check. So we'll understand. So it is adding a little bit of this one, right? So uncheck this one. From effects again, add noise. Here we are adding a noise. Okay, Gaussian type are the spikes are this uniform, and the level also you can change. The density. And done. Effects. And this is 3D stereo noise. So this is the depth, the show dots, and the uniform, and we'll check the depth. So it is not giving any other meaning. Delete this one and right click and import. I'll get this one. Suppose this one. Okay, this is, so I'll delete this one. I'll get this one. So effects, so maximum, giving the maximum, and the radius also can change, and check this one, right? So uncheck this one and I'll delete this one. Import. And suppose I'll use this one. From effects again, median. So median, and change the radius see this one, right? And effects, and minimum, the minimum, and we can add the radius and now see it's kind of interesting, the painting effects it is giving, right? So uncheck this one, remove moil. So that means what, there are some amount of unwanted things are there. Speed and quality, check this one, the speed and quality, and the output is 124 dpi. You can change this, and the amount you can change this. Now see, the lesser it is, and you can with and without. Okay, uncheck this one, and from effects, remove noise. Now you can remove the noise. Okay, so some noisiness, if you find any noisiness, you can remove that one. Okay, uncheck this one, come to effects. Okay, so these are the from noise.